So I was standing there for like 15 minutes, basically holding up the line, trying to get my COVID test to pull up. And I'm like nervous at this time. I'm like sweating and I'm nervous. So this was my flight from Miami to Aruba, and as you can see, the line is literally wrapped all the way around to board. This is the most packed I've seen the airport since the entire pandemic.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to welcome you aboard. We'd also like to remind you that masks are required at all times on American Airlines. You must cover your nose and your mouth with your mask.
Okay, so normally I just wear the regular face mask on my flights, but this time around I decided to wear the face shield because I know there's a new strand of corona circulating, and I just wanted to be extra careful. And don't tell me I could have just stayed home, because that's not what this video is about. Period. This is what they give you to show that you've already gotten your negative test results for COVID-19. I haven't really had time to sit down and vlog and update you guys, but right now I'm gonna try to make it to the beach while it's not raining. My host was nice enough to show me how to get there, but now I'm trying to figure it out because I've forgotten and I went the wrong way. Oh God, I'm not even gonna lie, I am extremely nervous to be walking by myself, and I feel like I look like I'm scared, and I feel like I look like I don't belong, so I'm trying to not do that, but vlogging isn't helping either, so I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna be able to vlog that much because I want to pay attention to my surroundings and stuff, so I'll update you guys once I actually get to the beach. This is so beautiful. Everywhere else you can see is so dark, like it looks like it's pouring down over there, but thankfully it stopped raining. So I found this cute little Italian restaurant to eat at. I feel like I look like a bum compared to everybody else. I'm gonna look cute tomorrow. It's pretty similar to when I went to Mexico. Not many people wearing masks besides like staff who are working around, but yeah, most tourists aren't wearing masks. I'm wearing my mask around unless I'm sitting eating or like actively in the water. I feel very calm here. I feel like I needed to get out of the city. I just felt drained and tired. I still feel tired, but I'm a lot more relaxed. This is definitely a couples location. There are so many couples here. Round two. Definitely treating myself to all the food that I want on this trip. I'm trying to find the fireworks. I hear them, but I can't figure out where they're coming from. Believe it or not, I actually feel fairly safe walking back to my place. So as you can tell by the title, I am in Aruba for New Year's. This is my first solo trip, and I'll admit I was really scared to do it, but I figured what better way to bring in the new year by conquering one of my fears and just being adventurous, living on the edge a little bit. So yeah, I'm here, it's day one. I wasn't really able to vlog as much as I wanted to today because I was, again, nervous and I wanted to really pay attention to my surroundings and be 100% present. So I didn't vlog as much, but I wanted to answer a few questions that I figure you guys would have about traveling during this time. If you're familiar with my channel, this is my third trip during the pandemic, and let me just say, everybody's gonna have their own opinion about what everyone is doing during the pandemic. People are gonna have negative things to say, people are gonna have positive things to say, but all I can say is do you. Do you, because people are gonna have something to say about what you're doing regardless, so just live your best life, do what makes you happy, bump what anybody else has to say. So yeah, this is my third trip during the pandemic. I went to Brazil, I went to Cabo, Mexico, and now I'm here in Aruba. And I would say, as far as my travels, I am very precautious. I'm always doing the normal, washing my hands, sanitizing my hands when soap and water aren't available, wearing my mask, obviously. I mean, I was social distancing before social distancing was even a thing, so that's not a problem for me. I'll say, for me, traveling during this time, I feel like this is no shade to American Airlines, but compared to the other airlines that I've flown with in 2020, American Airlines always has the most packed flights. So I had a connection in Miami, so my flight from JFK to Miami was fully packed. Every single seat was filled, literally no opportunity for social distancing, and that just wasn't my experience on other airlines that I've flown. Before you even come to Aruba, you have to get a COVID test up to 72 hours before your arrival. And so there's an application called like the ED process card application, something like that. Don't quote me on that, but it's ED, the ED application. And basically you will fill out the questionnaires on there. You put your information, where you're staying in Aruba, where you're from, all that information. And once you get your COVID test results back, you'll upload it all onto that application. And the application is also where you pay your traveler's insurance. So the insurance is required to enter Aruba. I think it was like $30. You put all that into the application and then you submit it. Once you're approved, you'll get a little barcode thing sent to you, or like a scan code thing, and that is basically your entry ticket to Aruba. Once I landed in Aruba, got to customs, I showed them my little barcode thing and that gave me the go ahead. But then once I got to the second part of customs, they wanted to see my actual COVID negative test results. So I didn't think to screenshot my results when I first received them. So I was like scrambling, trying to log into my like health chart to find the results. The Wi-Fi at the airport was so slow, so I was standing there for like 15 minutes, basically holding up the line, trying to get my COVID test to pull up. So I'm like sweating and I'm nervous. So I just stepped to the side, and like the lady at customs was so nice. She was so helpful. Like every time she would check someone else in, she would come check back in with me to see if my COVID results had popped up yet. So finally they popped up and I showed her and she was like, all right, you're good to go. You're not going to have to show these the rest of the time you're here. But I just screenshotted it at that time just in case, because really I should have done that in the beginning. And let me just say, y'all, I do not drink tap water. Like even back home in New York, I just don't drink tap water. But Aruba's tap water, literally, it tastes like the cleanest water I've ever tasted in my life. Yeah, I got through customs. I ended up having to check my luggage because, again, the flight from JFK to Miami was completely booked, so they just checked my bag all the way to Aruba for the free travel hack. Getting through customs was fairly easy as long as you follow the protocol. And they literally outline everything for you. There's an Aruba like travel advisory website. They will outline everything you need to do before your arrival. So honestly, just follow the instructions step by step and you will be good to go. I overheard some people in the line had to get, even though they had already gotten COVID tests, they had to get them again once they arrived here because they got the mouth swab instead of the nasal swab. And they were very specific in saying that you need the nasal swab, not the mouth swab. So a couple of people, well, I'm sure a lot of people, had to end up getting tests there. And so tests at the airport are $79. And if you go like anywhere else in Aruba, like the hospital, I don't know if the hospital is charging, I didn't check the hospital, but other like little fast med places, it's going to be upwards of like $79. So get your test before you come if you can, to alleviate that cost. I just wanted to give you guys a breakdown of kind of like my entry into Aruba. If you're interested in coming to Aruba 2021 anytime soon, that's the protocol you're gonna have to follow. Everybody here is just really nice, and let me just say this, being a black woman and traveling outside of the country can be scary because you never know if other communities are going to be receptive to you as a black person, let alone a black woman. But I can honestly say that every place that I've traveled to thus far is so accepting of me, if not more accepting than in America. If you're a black woman watching this, or if you're a black identifying person watching this video, at least from my experience, I can say that I don't think you really have much to worry about. This community of people they're just so nice and so warm and so welcoming. My host, as soon as I showed up, like, they were open arms. Of course, we didn't hug because, you know, COVID. We did like a little elbow bump or whatever, but like they still welcomed me with open arms. So this is day one. If you guys have any questions that you would like me to answer throughout the trip, just drop them down in the comments below and I will do my best to get to them while I'm still trying to enjoy my time. I'm still getting the hang of vlogging and capturing what I'm doing in the moment. But again, it's very difficult when you want to be fully present and enjoy your time and, you know, get your money's worth. So I will do my best to capture what I can for you guys, but please bear with me. I'm still learning. I'm still on this YouTube channel journey, but I do want to take you guys on this experience because a lot of people are rightfully scared to travel at this time, which I completely understand. I hope you guys enjoyed this intro video to my first solo trip abroad here in Aruba. If you're interested to see what else I get into, be sure to subscribe and turn on my post notifications so that you're notified when I upload my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!